Hey everyone, Talking Dave over here, the dorky talking black guy that's just trying to get by. And welcome to another edition of Comic Book Concepts. Here, I explain certain jargon, slang, items, and terminology comic book fans like to use when they describe their favorite superheroes, villains, or events and occurrences that happen. Keep in mind that a lot of these are not solely based or related to comic books. A lot of these terminologies can actually apply in other realms of fiction, such as fantasy and sci-fi. We are in the superhero boom right now, particularly Marvel. See, after the success of Blade, X-Men, and Spider-Man, the movies, a lot of people have rushed out or have more interest in superheroes and villains from Marvel. But some people are asking, well, wait a minute, how did they come up with this stuff? Where did this stuff come from and everything? Well, quite frankly, the original Marvel Universe. You see, while I don't want to get too in-depth, but, basically, the Marvel that we all know started in 1961 with the creator Stan Lee, who actually co-wrote a lot of the heroes that you're being exposed to with freelance writer and artist Steve Ditko and Jack Kirby. So the multitude of heroes that you are seeing, people like, Spider-Man, people like Iron Man, people like the Hulk, Black Panther, and Ant-Man, and in the future, Captain Marvel. Almost all of them were created in the 1960s. Some of the other people that you might be aware of, like Power Man, Luke Cage, Falcon, Iron Fist, a lot of them were created in the 70s. And we can go on and on because, there's, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, then there's, the X-Men movies, and, there was the Fantastic Four movies. All of them originally came from Marvel Comics in the Marvel Comic Renaissance in the 60s, right? And basically, this is known in comics as, the Marvel Mainline, Original Canon, or Earth 616. And the reason why it's distinguished is because a lot of times in comics, you'll have something called elsewhere stories, where there are stories that do not take place in the main timeline, or within the continuity of those particular timelines. However, when a lot of times, or majority of times, everything happens in the main universe. A little bit later, I will explain, an alternate universe that Marvel has. But however, unlike that universe, the main Marvel line has consecutively run since the 1960s. However, despite that it's run comic book-wise in the 1960s, the time period has roughly been about 10 years in Earth 616, a conversation that I'll get into a little bit later. But whenever you hear somebody talking about Marvel, you'll hear people use the term Earth 616, which all that really means is the main timeline, which is where you're getting the events like, the Infinity Gauntlet, which the MCU is calling Infinity War. You have events like Civil War, which was actually very recent. Civil War actually just happened 10 years ago. Wait, it's 2017 right now. 11 years ago. That is the most recent mainstream event that everybody knows. And then they got Secret Wars. They got the Crow-Scree War, Days of Futures Past. Maximum Carnage. All of those happened in the main Earth timeline. Okay? So a lot of the things that you're seeing right now, the basic story happened in Earth 616 or original Marvel canon, right? However, some of the character interpretations are a little different. If you know that a lot of things are a little bit more modernized, well, that will go into the next video regarding the Marvel Universe. But if you have any questions or concerns or want to just state something, drop me a comment below, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring that bell so you'll immediately know when a new video loads. But until then, this has been Token Dave, the dorky token black guy, just trying to get by. I'll catch you guys later.